we'll be using conversion factors to change units of measurements. So say you have your units of measurement in feet and you need them in yards. You can use the fact that there are 3 feet is equal to 1 yard to write a conversion. So this is the equality because they're equal to each other. And we can write 2 conversion statements. We can write 3 feet over 1 yard, or we can write 1 yard over 3 feet. And because 3 feet is equal to 1 yard, each one of these is equal to 1. And we can multiply by 1 without changing the amount of something. So you can multiply by one of these conversion factors and not change the number. Okay? So there are 4 steps to solving a conversion problem. First, we need to state the given and needed quantities. Usually I put them what you start with here, and then I'll draw a line and what you finish with. Then you need to write a plan, state the equalities, the things that are equal, and then you can use your equalities to write the conversion factors like I did here, and set up the problem so that units cancel and that you get your answer with the right units. This is also called factor label method. Some people call it railroad track, unit conversions. But let's work a problem. Some of you are going to look at this problem and think, wow, she's really making this complicated. I'm not trying to make it complicated, but I am trying to teach you a method of doing this. Once you learn this method, you can use it on anything. And later, when we're working with moles and working with mole-to-mole conversions, it'll all just fall in place. Okay, so let's do this first problem. If a person weighs 164 pounds, what is the body mass in kilograms? So we're starting with 164 pounds, and we'd like to know what the mass is in kilograms. So that's our plan. Our equality is given to us right here. 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. From this equality, I can write 2 conversion statements. I can write 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. I can also write that 2.2 pounds is 1 kilogram. Each of these, because 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds, is equal to 1. So let's look at our problem. I'm going to move this down a little. Let's look at our problem. We want to write first the number that we started with. So we're going to start with the 164. Make sure that you do not start with your conversion, because otherwise your answer may end up upside down. All right, so there's our starting point. Now we want to choose a conversion factor that will get rid of pounds and leave us with kilograms. We want kilograms in our answer. So we're going to pick this one, because if we write that, we'll get 1 kilogram in the top and 2.2 pounds in the bottom. Pounds on top, pounds on the bottom, that's going to cancel. And then we'll get 164 times 1 divided by 2.2 to give us our answer of 74.5. And our only units left are kilograms. And that's our answer. Let's do another one. You might want to stop the tape, stop the video, and do this one on your own. All right, so the height of the student is 175 centimeters, and we'd like to know how tall in meters. We know that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. We know that because of the table that you're going to memorize, and you'll know these conversions and be able to do them. We start with the number that they gave us in the problem. We don't want to start with the conversion. Start with 175 centimeters. And then we want to look at our two possible conversion statements. One is 100 centimeters over 1 meter, or we might have 1 meter over 100 centimeters. We'll want centimeters to disappear, so we're going to pick this one. That'll put centimeters on the bottom and meters on the top. We want our answer in meters. So we're going to put 1 meter, 100 centimeters, and our answer will be 1.75. Centimeters has canceled here, and so we're left with meters. So here we have a container that holds 0.750 quarts, and we want to know how many milliliters it holds. And we know that 946 milliliters is equal to 1 quart. We can use this equality to write two conversion statements. We can write 946 milliliters over 1 quart, or we can have 1 quart over 946 milliliters. We start with the number from the problem. Now we need to choose the conversion factor that will allow us to get rid of quarts. And that's going to be this one right here, 946 milliliters, 1 quart. That way our quarts are going to disappear and we'll be left with milliliters. So 7.5 times 946 and divide by 1, we'll end up with 709.5 milliliters. If we notice, we started here with a number with 3 significant figures. And we have 3 significant figures here, and this we're assuming is a known number, that a quart is a quart. So we want to make this 710 milliliters. A hummingbird has a mass of 0.0018 kilograms. What's the mass of the hummingbird in grams? So we're starting with kilograms. We'd like to know how many grams. We know that there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. So we can write 1,000 grams over 1 kilogram, or 1 kilogram over 1,000 grams. So when we write our problem out, we'll 0.0018 kilograms. We make sure that we start with the number from the problem, not one of the conversions. We want to get rid of kilograms, so we're going to pick one of these guys. We're going to pick this one because that gets rid of our kilograms. 1 kilogram goes in the bottom, 1,000 grams goes in the top, and when we do the math, kilograms is going to cancel, leaving us with grams. That's what we wanted. And we'll be multiplying by 1,000, and we'll get 1.8 grams. One of the nice things about this method is that you can stack them on top of each other. So in England, a person is weighed in stone. 1 stone has a mass of 14 pounds. So 1 stone is equal to 14 pounds. What is the mass in kilograms of a person who weighs 11.8 stones? So we're starting with 11.8 stones. We would like to know their mass in kilograms. We have a relationship of stones to pounds. We know how many stones are in pounds. We also know how many kilograms per pound. So what we can do is we can convert our stones into pounds and then take our pounds and convert them into kilograms. So here I've written out our plan. We're going to start with our 11.8 stones. We'll use the equality of 1 stone is equal to 14 pounds to convert into pounds. Once we have our number in pounds, we can convert it into kilograms using the 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. So for each of these, we can write conversion statements. So now I've written out all the conversion statements. 1 stone over 14 pounds over 1 stone, 1 kilogram over 2.2 pounds, 2.2 pounds over 1 kilogram. I think we put a 1 there. Okay, so let's start our problem. We've got 11 point, actually I wanted to do it in blue. Let's do blue. 11.8 stones. And then I'm going to draw a long line. We're going to do both conversions. The first conversion, I need to get rid of stones, and I want to have pounds as my answer. So I'm going to pick this conversion statement to use. So I'll have 14 pounds divided by 1 stone. Stones cancels, and that leaves me with pounds as my units. Then, instead of finding the answer to that one, I can just put the next one right next to it. And we're going to use the one that's going to get rid of pounds and give me kilograms as my answer. It's going to be this one right here. And we'll end up with 1 kilogram over 2.20 pounds. Okay, to get my answer, I'll take 11.8, multiply by 14, and divide by 2.2, and I should get 75.1 kilograms. We'll go to the next video to do the athlete with 15% body fat by mass.